Is your brain a little broken if you see the outlines around the polar bear? Yeah, some brains might be a little broken, but not the ones you think, and these 3 dots may show how. Polar bear in a snowstorm is an old joke that works because the job of our brain is to predict reality, not perceive it. If you understand the joke, you will see these 3 dots as a polar bear, and you will have an idea of how the outline should be. Some of you will perceive the outline so vividly that you almost see it. And that's great! The reason we're able to move around without bumping into things is that our brains create these imaginary lines. When I zoom out the video, your brain understands the perspective of the paper by tracing its lines. If I ask you to measure which eye I've willfully placed a little above the other, you will create lines to measure. Imagining these lines vividly can be an advantage in art, engineering, or sports. But of course, this wouldn't be a Kim video about perception if there wasn't a little deception. And those of you who saw the polar bear were wrong, because I lied. I was drawing a human. By adding more and more shadows and lines, you will start perceiving how the human outline should look. At some point, even if I leave deliberate gaps in the outline, most of you will imagine a complete shape. And now starts the magic, because when your brain creates lines, it also creates space and color. Both the background and the figure are on the same plane of white paper, yet your brain will separate them. And I can change that color separation simply by adding another shape that doesn't even touch the figure. A night sky will make your brain imagine the colors completely differently. And being a liar, I can change the colors again, since I wasn't drawing a human but a fire demon. The brain is wired to predict reality. By manipulating lines, colors, shapes, sounds, and words, artists get us to predict things that are more than mere reality. This is art, and we all perceive and experience art differently. Some of us react to art by vivid visuals, strong emotions, imaginary sounds, or maybe just deep thoughts. For others, it's just shits and giggles. Centuries of monotheism and enlightenment thinking have brainwashed a lot of us adults to think there can only be one way, one right way to see, to perceive, to feel. And those brains who can't appreciate and celebrate our differences might be a little broken. But it's okay, you can come back to childlike curiosity and the wonder of a world full of possibilities beyond your predictions.